Welcome to On-Demand Instructions video on the writing process, pre-writing. We are covering the Writing Standard 1.2. The core state standard under this session is to write arguments to support claims in an analysis of substantive topics or texts, using valid reasoning and relevant and sufficient evidence. Develop claims and counterclaims fairly, supplying evidence for each while pointing out the strengths and limitations of both in a manner that anticipates the audience's knowledge level and concerns. In this session, you will learn to choose and narrow a topic for your writing, determine the audience and purpose for your writing, develop a topic using main idea and support. Let's start with these questions. How do you know what to write about? How do you choose a topic? What will you write for your readers, and why? We've discussed in our previous sessions the different techniques in pre-writing. Let's continue with choosing and narrowing a topic. Choose a topic that can be effectively covered in the allotted amount of space. One way to narrow a topic is the use of clustering. In clustering, you will be able to choose and narrow a topic to what idea you want to focus on in that paper. This is an example on how to do clustering. Here, the topic is driving. Driving, sports car, auto racing, classic cars, history, repairs and gas, caring for the automobile, learning to drive, mobility, travel, running errands, symbol of adulthood, safety, responsibility to others, speeding. Let's do a quick exercise on choosing and narrowing a topic. Select one topic below and use clustering to narrow each one. Nature, health, hobbies, travel, and politics. Determine your audience and purpose before you begin to write. By identifying an audience and purpose for your writing, you know what kinds of details to include, as well as the appropriate language to use. Here is an example of how to determine your audience and your purpose for writing. So let's do an exercise now. Use your narrowed topic from exercise A to choose two possible purposes for a paper and identify the potential audience for each purpose you have given. In writing, you should be able to develop your main idea and the support for this. State your main idea, then gather and organize your supporting information. You need to remember that the main idea is the most important thought. You should state it in one sentence, but that does not necessarily mean it should appear in your paper. Your readers should remember this from your writing. You should also take into consideration the organization for your supporting information. Here are the different ways to organize your support. Chronological order, information arranged in time sequence. Spatial order, information arranged according to space relationships. Order of importance, information arranged from the least to the most important piece of information, or vice versa. Comparison and contrast, information arranged according to similarities and differences between items. Developmental, information arranged so that one point leads logically to the next point. Here's an exercise on developing main ideas and support to further enrich your skills. Select one of the topics, one of the purposes, and one of the audiences you have listed on prior exercises. Write a main idea for the topic, then jot down supporting ideas for developing the topic. Finally, choose a method of organization and write it down. These concepts are important to be able to develop effective and well-organized writing. As a student, you're expected to develop claims and counterclaims fairly, supplying evidence for each while pointing out the strengths and limitations of both in a manner that anticipates the audience's knowledge level and concerns. We've come to the end of our session. In this session, we have gone over choosing and narrowing a topic, determining audience and purpose, developing a main idea, and support. To learn more and help you gain better understanding, you may visit these sites. Return to www.ondemandinstruction.com for more instructional videos, podcasts, and materials. We update the site weekly.